morning, everyone. This is Thomas Donahue from the Driver's Apex. What do you do before you get a stress test done? Well, we're just going to do some spark plugs in the 2007 Honda CR-V. It's been way too long. Car has about 240,000 miles. Probably the last time I did spark plugs was about 100,000. So I'm probably 20 to 30,000 miles overdue on that. Before we do that, let's move the E46 M3. We'll pull in the 07 CR-V. And then I also really need to do some plugs on the E30 as well. And then in another video, we're going to talk about what's going on with the E30, what the plans are, and what's up with the wheels. All right, so let's flip the camera around, move this car, get that car in here, and get some plugs done. I'm really enjoying this car. And the SMG, we're going to make a video on that. I think it's pretty cool. So what I do is wait for everything to prime. It's in 0. Start it up. All we need to do is hit it once. It's already in first gear. And then we're just gonna pull it over here on the sidewalk. And then I'll probably do is rinse these wheels off. I can't wait to get rid of these rotors and pads. They dust so bad, and the rotors, they need to go. All right, so let's go start the other car. But before we do that, we did get some Michelin Pilot Super Sports yesterday. Look at that, fresh tires. Oh, and now we can definitely get a finger in there. The car rides so much better, so I don't think we're gonna change the suspension out anytime soon. Now let's get this bad boy started. All right, let's start up a car with half the horsepower as the M3. But probably 2 to 3 times more reliable, that's for darn sure. All right, so let's get this moved. Feels like I'm in a boat. It's so much bigger than the M3. All right. I don't usually park coming in. I usually park the other way, so it feels kind of weird. All right. Then we'll give ourselves some room. That'll work. All right, so I have not done this, like I said, in forever. So we're gonna start by just removing these. I do remember, and it's easy to tell, they look like 10s. Wow, that's been a while. It does go to Honda for a chunk of the maintenance, and then the other chunk of the maintenance I do myself. The oils, it's so cheap for Honda to do it. I just have them do it instead. Let's see here. So much different than the M car. How to get all this stuff off. There we go. Everything's so different. But only 4 to do. It's all tight in there. Wow. Wow, that one's kind of loose in there. It's not even like seated that well. And then I think what I can do is just loosen these up, and then it'll be easier to disconnect. Let's go to time lapse. All right, so we got the first plug out. So let's see if I can get. There we go. So that's 120, 30,000 miles on the plug. I don't know why I'm having such trouble focusing on it. Let's try that. There we go. Yep. You can see here like the little bit of rust. I struggled for a tiny bit. They say to put anti-seize on the plug threads, and I think it's 13 foot-pounds. This car spent most of its life in Maryland and Florida, and then of course it came over to Arizona. I don't think we're gonna need anti-seize. I'm just gonna stick them in there, and then if this car makes it to 350,000 miles, then that's what's up. All right, so we got Honda Spark plugs right there. These are Densos. You can get Denso or NGK. This is what the Honda guy gave me. And then here's our plugs. I'm gonna say 130,000 miles, 125,000 miles on these plugs. And then that's a new plug. I can tell here the electrode is much shorter. It's hard to tell, but it's definitely shorter. So this plug is really tired. And then it's as simple as, I don't think I'm gonna put any anti-seize on it. I think I'm just gonna stick it in there and tighten it up. Yeah, it's going in just fine. And then we'll torque them all afterwards. There's no point in torquing it right now. So I'll do is just snug it up until I feel a little resistance, okay? And then I'm just gonna keep going from there. Yeah, look at this. You can just see these plugs are tired. You can see the rust. You can see the wear. So these are tired. These are the NGKs. 28 bucks for this versus 24 bucks a plug. I don't think it probably makes that big of a difference. So I'll probably put it back on time lapse and let's get the rest of them done. I don't remember what brand this is, but my dad was a mechanic for Cadillac for 40 years, and he gave this to me when he retired. This does inch pounds and Newton meters. It's 13 foot-pounds, so 13 times 12, that's 156. And then all we do is just try to get 156. And then 156 is 13 pounds. And then we just click tight. That's all we're doing. They've already been the first time. There we go. And there's no anti-seize, so we could probably go slightly tighter. So that's that. Just pop these back in. We'll just get them tightened up, blah, blah, blah. And then we'll put it back together. All right, we are done. 10 minutes, if that. It's probably 10 minutes just because I was filming. But beyond that, super easy job. So let's get the keys, start her up, make sure it starts up. Okay. Nice. Ooh, look at that car over there. Dang. Let's zoom in, actually. Woo. Darn, that looks nice. So does this, but we'll talk about that in another video. There's the Havoc, the Mess. This little snap-on, it's perfect. It doesn't torque too tight. That's why I didn't torque any of this stuff down. It's like 10 foot-pounds, super easy. Car already is idling better and sounds better, so that's a wrap. All right, guys, I told you I'm gonna start doing videos where I just kind of take you with me. I started doing little projects, we'll go for rides, all that kind of stuff. We'll work on this one next. I just want to start sharing with you all. I appreciate all of you following. I'm super excited to start getting closer to 1,000. To me, that's a lot of fun. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot. I'd love to grow this channel. And then if you have any comments, drop them in the comment section. I know this wasn't a how-to video, but you can certainly see where maybe it kind of is a how-to video, but it's just more me just hanging out with all of you, showing you, hey, let's do spark plugs on the CRV. So I'm gonna go edit some more videos. Just published one today. And I'm excited for you guys to see the next one. All right, guys, see ya.